हेलो फ्रेंड्स, कैसे हैं आप लोग। तो वी आर डूइंग एम लक्ष्मीकांत एंड वी वर रीच at the chapter number 4, that is salient feature of the Indian constitutions. We have done almost the entire chapters. Now we have certain important articles. First we will discuss these articles. Okay, also the parts associated with these articles and what is the subject matter under these parts. Okay, after that I will we will see some important articles which is present in our constitutions. And believe me friends, if you are going to complete these articles which is mentioned here, I guarantee that it will be enough for any examination, not only for the UPSC. UPSC very oftenly asks the fact, but it will be very helpful for the prelims purpose of state PSC. Okay, so it will be very helpful for you. And after completing these individual articles which is important, after that we will go through very comprehensive manner in schedule of the constitutions. And after that we will also see the important features which we have take from different countries, and we inculcate that parts that subject matter within our constitutions. Okay, so let's begin with the part of the constitutions. So the first part of the constitutions, as you all know, is that the union and its territory. So what is the first part? What is the first part? So the first part is the union and its territory, which is covered under the article 1 to 4. Okay. The second part is citizenships, which is covered under article 5 to 11. The third part is fundamental rights, which is covered under article 12 to 35. Okay, the fourth part, that is directive principle of state policy, this is covered from 36 to 51. Okay, now what will be your work after attending this video, that you will, whenever you will get enough times, okay, on your mobile phone, okay, use microphones or Bluetooth, whatever you have, and try to listen it. Okay, and as many times you will listen, your memory automatically will help you in examinations to mark right answer related to these parts. Okay, so here we are. So we are at the part number 4, that is directive principle of state policy, which is deals under article 36 to 51. Fundamental duties, part 4a. As we all know that it is added through the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. 51A, that is 11 fundamental duties, and the last one is added through the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay, so you will remember this one. The union government deal under part 5, and it is basically present under article from 52 to 151. Okay, now you have need to notice one thing, that the union government start from 52 and the state government exactly start from 100 articles later after this 52, that means from 152. Okay, so the union government deal under the article from 52 to 151. In these articles, if we will break down these parts, there is a chapters. Okay, under the union government there are 5 chapters, and this chapter is the chapter number 1, that is the executives, deals from article 52 to 78. Chapter 2 is parliament, that is deal from 79 to 122. Chapter 3 is legislative power of president, which is deals through 123rd articles. Okay, chapter number 4, the union judiciary, deals from 124 to 147. Chapter 5, that is controller and auditor general of India, from article 148 to 151. Okay, now we have the sixth part, that is the state government. So the state government is under which parts? So basically it is sixth part of the Indian constitutions. The article which deals from this state government is article started from 152 to 237. Now in this state government also we have divided this state government into chapter wise. So the first chapter, that is general provisions related to the state government, deal under article 152 individually. Chapter 2 is the executive, that is deals under article 153 to 167. Chapter 3rd is the state legislature, 168 to 212. Chapter 4 is legislative power of governor, deals individually under article 213. Similarly, the president was, what was the article for the president? So basically it was 123, which deals with the legislative power of the president. Chapter 5, that is high court, deal from article 214 to 232. Okay. Chapter number 6, subordinate courts. So what you have need to remember is that subordinate courts come under part 6 under the state government. Okay. So the chapter number 6 of the state government, that is subordinate courts, it is from article 233 to 237. Okay. Now part 7, which was deleted, and these were the state which are present under part B of the first schedule. So part 7 was deleted, and part 7 individually comes under the article 238, and the article 238 only comes under part 7 and which was deleted. Now part 8 is the union territories. Under the article from 239 to 242. After that the panchayat, part 9 panchayat, you know na, 73rd Constitution Amendment Act 1992. So part 9 the panchayat from article 243 to 243 Part 9A, the municipalities from article 243P to article 243ZG. Part 9B, the cooperative society from article 243ZH to 243ZT. After that part 10. Okay. Part 10 deals with scheduled and tribal areas from article 244 to 244A. Part 11 is the relation between union and state from article 245 to 263. Now in part 11 there are two chapters, that is chapter number 1, legislative relations between the union and state, which is present from article 245 to 255. Chapter number 2 is administrative relations between the union and state from the article 256 to 263. Part 12 deal with finance, property, contracts and suits, present deals under the article 264 to 300A. 300A, you all know that, right to property as a legal rights. Okay. Chapter number now in finance, in part 12, finance, property and contracts and suits, there are chapter which is present under this part 12. So chapter 1 finance deals from 264 to 291. Chapter 2 borrowing 292 to 293. Chapter 3 property, contract, right, liabilities, obligation and suits, deals under article 294 to 300. Chapter number 4 right to property, article 300A. Okay, so this part 12 in itself divided under the 4 chapters. Now we have the part 13. Part 13 is related to trade, commerce, intercourse within the territory of India, deals under article 301 to 307. Part 14, the service under the union and state. Okay, your public service commissions also comes under this part. So part 14. Now you have need to remember this one, because in the upcoming examination of UPSC 2027, since the year up to 2026 was completed the 100th anniversary of the establishment of civil services, which is established in 1926. So there may be probability that the UPSC going to ask such questions, because it's generally it is seen that at that situations, at that times, when especially there is centenary, there is golden jubilee, etc., at So in this case UPSC very oftenly asks the question. Okay, so you have need to remember this one. Now the service under the union state deals under article 308 to 323. Now chapter 1 is, this is also divided in under the two chapters. Chapter 1 is services, which is deals under article 308 to 314. Chapter 2 is public service commissions from 315 to 323. Now part 14a, that deals with tribunals, article 323a to article 323b. Okay, now these tribunals add through the Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay, and in these tribunals there are two articles present only, that is article 323a and article 323b. One is deals with administrative tribunals, okay, and other is deals with the tribunals related to other matters. Okay, so you have need to remember this as well. Part 15, that is election, article 324 to 329a. Part 16 is special provision relating to the certain classes, deals from article 330 to 342a. Part 17 deals with official language, article 343 to 351. Now this is also divided into the four chapter. Chapter 1 deals with the language of union from article 343 to 344. Chapter 2 regional language 345 to 347. Chapter 3 language of Supreme Court, High Court and so on, deals from article 348 to 349. Chapter 4 is special directives from article 350 to 351. Now the part 18, which is very important. Okay, this is deal with the emergency provisions from article 352 to 360. Article 19 deals with miscellaneous provisions from article 361 to 367. Part 20, amendment of the constitution, deal with the amendment of the constitutions, article 368. Okay, and the last two one is, that is 21 and 22, which is not very important. Okay, you can remember the part 22, short titles, commencement authoritative text in Hindi and repeals, deals from article 393 to 395. We have also read this one in our previous class. Okay, so part 7, if we are going to talk about part 7, part 7 dealing with part B states, which is present in the first schedule. This was deleted from the 7th Amendment Act of 1956, while part 4A and part 14A were added through the 42nd Constitution Amendment Act 1976. Now you remember that part 4A deals with the fundamental duties, part 14A deals with the tribunals. You remember now? Let's see. Part 14A. So this is deal with the tribunals. This is also established through the 42nd Constitution Amendment Act only. Okay. Part 9A was added through the 74th Constitution Amendment Act 1992. Part 9B was added through the 97th Constitution Amendment Act of 2011. Okay. Now to remember which parts were added later on, you have need to remember a trick, that is part 4A. Look, part 4A, 4 and 5, 9. So 9A, 9B. ठीक है, 9 and 5, 14. So 14A. So in the interval of 5, 5, that is 4A, 9B, 9A, 14A. So you can remember this through this the gap of 5. Okay. So this was my trick. Thank you.